The company that I chose was Target. I have a more of a connection with Target because I worked there for 3 years, and my wife currently works there. So I see how they treat the employees and what makes them so special. So Target was ranked number one for people management. That caught my eye when I saw them on the list because that's something that's very important for management and how to treat their employees. As an overall company, they ranked 17 on the most admired list. And I think that's a big jump because before that, they were 22. They have over 490,000 employees, and they're a general merchandise store. One of the problems that Target started to face was that they had to recently stop selling sports cards. And sports cards are something that many people have started to become a hobby with the pandemic. And it started out with toilet paper, water, and all the essential stuff. But nowadays, it has become to the point where it's trading cards. Customers will line up outside of stores 2 hours before the store opens just so they have a shot to get it. And in one instance in Target, there was a fight between customers. And since then, as of May 14th, Target has decided to stop selling all sports cards. And this is a problem because it's more of an investment problem because Target is losing the opportunity of making money because of everything going on. They're getting backlash because of the high demand of trading cards, and now that they're currently stopped, it is making many people upset with them. This has caused a little bit of a backlash with the community who find joy in trading cards, especially with the pandemic going on. And before there were the fights, Target put on restrictions such as customers were only allowed up to 2 boxes per person. Target treats their employees very good. I think that's something that they find joy in, and then part of the reason is that they pride off the culture and environment of the Target, and that all comes in place on how you treat the guest and they want to make sure that the guest is put first. And I think that's a very good, important thing to ensure that so that employees focus on. Target team members are put through a lot of training to make sure that they are able to get the job done. Target puts a priority on their team members and their training of their team members so that that they are able to be safety. They also have their management focus on the culture of the environment. I think the culture, that's one thing that also sticks out, is that the managers go through a special training so that their employees know that the culture is what runs a business. For instance, Target's culture is that they put the priority of the guests, and that is something that they want. That was stated by Glassdoor, and that is why the Target switchover rate is so low. I think another thing that Target does well is that it trusts their employees. They trust their employees to get the job done, just like in many other companies, but they also let their employees kind of have a say in how it goes. Target has special training for their leaders, which help get the job done. They focus on the community, as in there's special projects that will go on around the community that Target will help out with, if it's renewing a playground or helping out with anything else that needs to be done. One thing that really catches my eye about Target is the organizational culture and how it all starts out with one that leads to many. For example, Target has a general manager, and below the general manager is team lead or team senior leads. Those senior leads have a special. They have a specialty in one specific item, and below them they have many little team leads who also lead all the team members. With that being said, I think this is one thing that really sticks out because it allows there not to have one specific leader focus on the whole store, and it has the team member will report to their team lead, who will report to their senior team lead, who report to the general manager. Instead of having everything all over the place, it allows it to kind of flow better and kind of like almost like a tree chart. One of the plans to change for the problem that was a set and say case was, I think that maybe they should start selling sports cards again, but keep them to an online only, and maybe where they either get shipped out or you have to come to the store and pick them up, along with getting them brought to you, because Target does a lot of drive up. And in order to make that happen, there has to be change. And with the change being made, I think that in order for it to be made, everyone has to be on board. And if there's just one person that's not put on board, then I think it will start to cause problems with everything else. That one person can always bring down the entire group. And the priority that I put it was safety. I think that safety needs to be what keeps everyone going. And then I think commitment from all the team members so that it can get done. And then some of the lessons that I've learned is that leadership is everything. In order to have a team get the job done, it has to have a proper leader who prioritizes certain things, such as working together. A leader has to prioritize working together and communicating, and all that starts out with the culture. Our leader has to put in a culture so that the employees feel safe. And with that culture being said, it allows everyone to work together.